Welcome back to the Whistle Pig Palace, where everything's made up and the points don't matter.
And it's smoky. We are up here in Pennsylvania, and we have had over 500 AQI. So that's some of the worst air quality in the world.
So here's our map. We woke up with chest colds, and that was us straight in the maroon area.
Once the smoke cleared, we hit up a fruit farm. Did y'all know you could get great strawberries in Pennsylvania? Nobody talks about it, but it's wonderful.
I really like this sign on the wall, so it told you when each harvest was going to come in, so you knew that all of the stuff that they had there was really fresh. I understand what you're looking at is vegetables, but what we ate was baked goods. The best muffin of my life was not pictured here. Also, we could have gone out in the fields and picked stuff. It was a cool orchard. We drove all the way through it to get here. Just a super cool place to go.
This hike is in Pine Grove Furnace State Park. And we like it because sometimes you don't want to do a lot of elevation gain. This was a nice meandering walk that followed a mountain creek for a good portion of it. Nice and shady and lush.
We liked it so much, we hiked it twice. The first time we only did 3 miles, and then we came back to do the whole 4.7. But all trails suck, so we got lost!
Not lost, Mal. On another trail. Anyway, in that same state park is the Appalachian Trail Museum. Now, the Appalachian Trail is a 2,000-mile through hike. It goes from Georgia to Maine. We have watched countless documentaries on this, so it was cool to come here and learn about the history of some of the AT's first hikers.
Grandma Gatewood was a woman. She had 11 children. She hiked it for the first time, 67.
Yeah, that was her first time. And she did it in a pair of tennis shoes with a shower curtain for a tent.
And a burlap sack for a bag.
She was actually the first female to solo hike it.
3 times. In the spirit of the Appalachian Trail, we gave our dogs trail names. Now, what is a trail name?
It's a name given to you by another hiker. You cannot give yourself a trail name.
Introducing Pumbaa and Trail Snack.
Trail Snack because whatever is next to the trail, she will eat.
Pumbaa because he lays in puddles and he's a lazy guy, as you saw last year in North Dakota. God, we're just tearing through these topics. So we did go to Gettysburg. We downloaded an audio companion as opposed to taking a tour. So we got step-by-step driving directions, and it would talk a little bit about the different areas as we drove through them. So I'm showing you kind of a map of the local park, and then here is an excerpt from one of the locations.
The rocky ground ahead and on the right is the Devil's Den. Here, Confederate sharpshooters set up positions among the volcanic rocks. From the safety of the rocky cover here, they're able to pick off soldier after soldier on the Union side. Union soldiers tried to rush the position and drive the sharpshooters out, but time and again they fail. Their bodies lie alongside the Confederate soldiers dead and dying in the Valley of Death.
Really picked the most morbid story to end on there. Anyway, when I think of Gettysburg, I think of the military graveyard. And that's a very small piece of it.
What it actually is over 1,000 stone memorials to each military group from each state and where they joined the battle. So to your left, North Carolina, to your right, Pennsylvania. In the middle, that's again those Devil's Rocks. But huge battlefield, tons of monuments, and that's what it was.
No, this is not beer. This is drinking chocolate. We got to try chocolate sourced from all different areas of the world, and Mexican was definitely the best, naturally spiced.
No, Dominican Republic. But it was super cool to learn about Mr. Hershey and how he sourced his chocolate from different parts of the world based on whatever was happening. So there was a big part of the museum dedicated to Cuba where he went to get chocolate beans during World War II.
What I thought was most interesting was how supportive his family was of him dropping out of school and learning how to make chocolates.
Conversely, what Em was most mad about was not getting to try every Hershey's chocolate in the history of America. So Hershey's Tropical, she was like, no.
You went in here and they had all these great chocolates that are no longer made. They should have an entire bin of those for sampling.
What's a butter chip chocolate?
I don't know, but it sounded amazing.
The museum did a great job of showing all of the things that they had through the ages, through advertisements and what the packaging looked like, and then history about the owner.
It was a sweet, you can't see my air quotes, place to go. Our brewery sponsor for this film, no, we don't have brewery sponsors, is Troegs. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but they had great beer. Look at that flight. You can tell by the many colors. That's going to be many tastes.
I loved the raspberry fizzy.
It was a great beer.
I was supposed to talk about their locally sourced ingredients. They had a restaurant. They'd be like, "Ooh, the cheese is local. The bacon is the pig Outback." Like, it was a great place.
For all of our loyal followers and subscribers, I have a sad announcement. We actually won't have a video coming out this Sunday, the 18th. We are going to be in Philadelphia a couple days this week, and on the weekend we have a long pull. So it's going to take up a bunch of our time. We will see you again on Sunday, the 25th in New York.